What's up, everyone? Welcome to our first, I think it's our first live of 2026, where you know what we're talking about? A strategy. We're talking about a strategy because you know what the majority of you do not have for 2026? A strategy, right? A strategy of how you can really get control of your marketing and how you can get out of the chaos, right? Our goal should be to remove ourselves from the chaos that is what most of you consider to be. I feel like I don't have a strategy. I feel like I don't have um, anything going on. Crystal, help me get more organized. It's a new year. So if your marketing still feels random and like nothing has changed, now is the time. Now is the time for you to feel organized and get balanced out on what's going to work and what's not going to work. So, hey, wherever you're watching from today, because we are live all kinds of cool places today, please tell me where you are from and what services that you're in. If you're a home service company, if you're not a home service company, that's okay. We still love you. I just, my heart belongs to home service companies. And so I love talking to the heating and air conditioning companies, my plumbers, my roofers, my pest control friends, my exterior friends, right? Electrical, swimming pool companies, landscape companies. So if you are not one of those, tag the friends that you know, because I would love for them to come and watch our channel. We give out tons of free content all around how to build marketing strategies and how to build brands that will grow, that will help you build the business that you've been looking for. And so let's do it. I want to see where you're coming from. So here's the deal. It's a new year, remember, right? So new year 2026. I don't want your marketing to I want your marketing to no longer feel very sporadic and unplanned and last minute and almost heavy to you, right? Where it feels like you just can't um, get a grip on what's going on. So I just encourage you to honestly dive into forcing yourself honestly into an organized approach to this. So, you know, today we're not talking about trends. We're not talking about all the newest and greatest things that are out on the market. That's not what we're doing. But we are talking about a simple, organized approach to managing your marketing so that you can get a grip on your plans. So here's the deal. Lemon Seed Marketing would love to help you talk further about that. So my team will post that there in case you want to schedule a time with Lupita just to see how Lemon Seed's pricing works. But let's jump into what a strategy actually is for home service companies, right? So it's a plan, right? It's a plan, a recipe, if you will, for how you can honestly organize all of your marketing spend to optimize every single thing that you're doing. So, for example, if you've got a website and you've got an SEO strategy and you've got an AI strategy and you're doing direct mail and you're doing social media and you're doing mass media like billboards and radio and TV, you've got a digital component to those as well. That's a lot of different tactics that build up your marketing strategy. And so, if you don't have a plan for how you are going to maximize and optimize each of those different tactics, it is going to be a challenge for you to honestly make heads or tails and honestly also make the most of it, right? So most of you are probably spending a good amount of money on marketing every single month, yet it just feels out of control. So literally that's what Lemon Seed was built for. It's also not a decision that you make once. Okay. It's not a decision that you can make one time and like, okay, this is my strategy. And by God, this is it. I'm sticking to it. So side note, I encourage you to stick to it the best you can. But what I really encourage you to do is it is your best made plans from the get-go. So a marketing strategy is your best made plans based off the data from the last year, your money for the next, your strategy to hit your revenue goals for this year. But more importantly, it is a guide. It's a guide wire, right? Because you know what happens? The political climate changes. The financial climate changes where people can't get financed for equipment. Equipment isn't available. You're struggling for recruitment and retainment. You're struggling for creative ideas and new people are moving into your market. So there are times that we have to pivot on that strategy. But honestly, we need direction for everything that we are doing. Right? That's what we need. Why we are doing every tactic, why we're spending every dollar we are, what is our intent behind it, what is our expectation behind it, and how are we utilizing it to really build our brand. We are live on TikTok right now too. Please share our lives anytime you can. We would love for you to share that for us. But let me tell you what your strategy is not. Okay. What your strategy is not is a set it and forget it crock pot meal. Okay. It's not a crock pot meal. Okay. I can't turn it on and never go back and look at it and just hope to God it's not burned up. Okay. It is truly, so it's, let me rephrase. It's kind of like a crock pot meal, but I do need to be checking it. Okay. I do need to be checking what is going on and how it's going. Right. So, at our Lemon Seed conference that's coming up at the end of this month here in Lufkin, Texas, we're going to be talking a lot about marketing and all of the challenges that we face. And we're going to be in these guided discussions talking about how marketing really just needs you to engage and actively participate, right? That's what we want. Okay. Active participation in your own marketing strategy, right? So random activity, it might feel productive, but strategy is really where you will build some good results for what you're trying to do. So we need strategy, right? Because customers hire who they trust. They want to know that they've seen you before, they've heard you before, they've seen your vans driving around, all of these cool things that they have done. But also, they trust you because you've been in business for a while. You are actively talking about things. You have established that you are an authority in the space. And so people hire who they trust and they feel like that they know. But that trust is built through consistent output, right? You're consistently putting out really good content, good before and after photos, good customer testimonials, share those reviews, all kinds of cool stuff that you could be doing there. But trust is built through them consistently interacting with your brand all the time. That is why those of you that your marketing strategy is like, well, I have paid ads. I do Google local service ads and I do Facebook ads. That's not a strategy. You kind of have a plan, but only for the digital aspect, not for building your brand, not for cultivating your existing customers, not for AI, not for mass media, none of those other pieces. So it's kind of like you have the middle of the puzzle, but you're missing the whole perimeter, right? So strategy is literally thinking through the 3-bucket framework that Lemon Seed uses, right? So there's 3 buckets that we put all of our marketing tactics into. And one of them is brand building. So what tactics are we using to specifically just build our brand? The second bucket is what are we doing to just get leads? What tactics do we intentionally deploy to just get us leads? And then what that third bucket on the Lemon Seed framework that we use is customer cultivation. So once you have people and they've trusted your company, how do you keep them engaged and referring you? You have to keep your eyes on all 3 of those things, because honestly, that's where you start moving the needle, is when there is a holistic approach to marketing and not, I post on my social media. That is fantastic and that is so needed, but it is a part of your strategy, not the singular thing that's going to make you successful. And so I think that you can't only post when business is slow, right? You can't only activate a marketing strategy when you need leads today. If you realize you need leads today, you're already behind, right? Today's leads were yesterday's marketing. Okay. Today's leads, yesterday's marketing. So you have to start doing today what you hope comes to fruition in the upcoming days, weeks, months, and years, to be honest. The customer life cycle for most of you that are home service, they don't need us very consistently. They need us when something breaks, when something's leaking, when something needs, again, to be fully replaced. But there is that ongoing component of maintenance and service. And so we have to realize that there's a time and place that when we're called to the table, we want to be remembered, not discovered. We want to be discovered, but our ultimate goal is to be remembered. We want people to go, oh my gosh, I want a new swimming pool. I should call Crystal Swimming Pool Company. Oh, my air conditioner is out. My AC is out. It's 106 degrees here in Texas. I need to call Yellow Bear Air. You don't want them going out there and searching, but when they do, by God, I want them to see me. I want them to see my company. Another thing is inconsistent branding. Many of you right now, you're trying to build a strategy, but people don't even know who you are. Your van wrap is weird. You have some of your trucks are wrapped. Some of them aren't. You got a partial wrap. You got a magnet stuck on some. you've got your old logo on your social media, but you're posting graphics with your new logo. You hadn't bothered to change the sign on your building. And, 1 minute you're cussing and making fun of something on social media. The next minute you are, talking about Bible verses, right? And good company culture. So, that vibe check is not there. And so inconsistent branding, both in how people feel and how you look, is also a very big challenge. It's a huge challenge. So you can't, that alone stifles your growth. It makes it to where you cannot grow, you don't grow. It is a challenge. So again, if you're new, please drop where you're from and what services you do in the comments and share this live. I would love for you to do that. I want to see where people are from. I love using examples of the businesses that you're in and where you're from. It's some of my favorite pieces. So also clear messaging. So one of Lemon Seed's core things that I think we solve for contractors is a consistent message across the board. So, when you have all these different tactics, you've got an SEO strategy, a social media strategy, a website strategy, direct mail, mass media, whatever you're doing, and it's inconsistent, right? You've got one look and feel over here and a different look and feel over there, and they're not consistent. That again, you are the reason that we want consistency is we want that compounding effect, right? We want to compound that people see us over and over and over again, right? Consistently and organically, they are experiencing our brand the same way every single time. That is so vitally important. So, also, if you need help with building a strategy or building a new brand, Lemon Seed is definitely here to help you. Hey, Courtney girl. Courtney is one of our clients. We just did some fun stuff for her. So, listen, we are here to help you get this done. But at the same time, you also can do it. So you can do it yourself, or if you need help, we are here. So to build a simple strategy, here's a couple things that we're going to do. Decide your focus. Number one, I made my notes. Decide what your focus is for next year. So what do you want more of, right? So is it you want to build your brand? You want to take this time? Oh, hello from Austin, Texas. We are based in Lufkin, Texas. So welcome, welcome. So listen, decide where you want to focus this year. Is it internally? You need to get better about your KPIs and your operating, how you're performing. Is it that you just need to build your brand? You think people know who you are, but you've been dragging your feet to get a new look and feel and revolutionize and modernize your brand. Is that your goal? Is it just to feel more organized and intentional and be ahead and not always feeling like you're behind in marketing? Or is it that you don't have the right vendors on your team? And so you need us to help you find a new digital partner. You don't feel like your digital partner is performing and you need help with that. There are so many of these things that can be action items for you. So that's number one. If everything is a priority, nothing is. So you need to prioritize which services are profitable that you're providing. What do you want your marketing to actually do? Drive leads is a given. But what next? Is it a new service? Is it a new brand? Is it just a higher end client? What do you need to happen? So that's step number one. Step number two is decide your message, right? So what should people know you for? What makes you different, right? What makes you different than every other competitor? Is it that you are time and money? Listen, people want to know that you're going to save them time or you're going to save them money. Do you have a cool online store where people can pre-buy their system until you can get out there and verify? Are you open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. with no overtime charges 7 days a week? Are you guaranteeing that you'll get to them within 3 hours? Like what? Find something that makes you unique, your unique selling position. Heather from Ripley PR and I are going to be talking about this on the stage for our Lemon Seed conference. What is your unique selling point? No longer is family owned and operated. We're trustworthy. We're reliable. We're loyal. Guys, everybody says that. Everyone says it. We've got to kind of kick you into gear, right? We've got to kick you forward to where something is helping your brand grow. Something is helping your business stand out. That is our goal. How do we stand out, right? And then the third thing that we can recommend here is your message should sound the same everywhere you go. So we need to decide what our themes are going to be to drive our business every time. So we need to keep it repeatable. So is it going to be, we're going to educate, right? We're going to educate people on how to program a thermostat, how to know my water heater needs to be flushed. How do I know what roof shingles are the best? How do I identify better insects in the treatment for pest control, right? How you are providing answers, right? You are an educator. You become a content king. Is that going to be your direction? Are you going to show proof before and afters, reviews and things like that? Are you going to build authority in the space? So are you wanting to have messaging that really says, guaranteed next day install, best install in East Texas, right? Guaranteed cleanest. So if you're going to say we guarantee we're the nicest install in East Texas, I better show proof that I'm the best install in East Texas. If you have the cleanest, pipes running, I better show it. So you kind of need to decide like what type of content are you wanting to put out there? And then honestly, what your personality matters. If you're going to get on a video and you're all boring and low key and low energy and woe is me, Eeyore leading it is not my vibes, right? So you've got to bring some personality. You've got to bring some energy to the table. Energy matters. And if you are not, as the owner, maybe if you're not the right fit, finding the person on your team that can speak for your company and make videos and put content out and write. And then again, communicate with your vendors and build out campaigns and unique offers. You don't have to give away the farm just to get people to come visit, right? So we can do some things that aren't necessarily money driven, but they are driven in an aspect of there's a theme to what we do every single month. You don't need new ideas. You really need the same ideas done consistently, right? You need the same ideas done consistently, right? So, number 4, decide your system, right? So, let's make things realistic about how we're going to build a strategy, right? So, your strategy needs to take into effect your budget, your actual marketing tactics, what vendors make up your vendor stack. So for example, who is your website provider, who's your SEO provider, who's your paid ads provider, who is going to do your social media content direction, right? Who is helping you mail your direct mail, who is designing your billboards. You need to line all of those up. And then also like, who is your AI voice answering system? Who is your rehash system? Guys, listen, this gets hairy. This gets bumpy because I've got lots of vendors doing lots of things, and you need to have control of them. You need to feel organized. You need to feel in control. And it is really important that you have an intentional plan around how you're going to maximize that. And how often you're going to do things and change things. And also like a simple plan you follow will be better than this very robust and perfect plan, right? We just need to have a consistent approach. I'll be honest, Lemon Seed, we plan 6 months at a time. We plan 3 months down in the weeds, all the details for all of our clients. So for the next 90 days, you know exactly what you're doing on what platform with what message and what graphics, right? And then we're looking at the next 90 days from 30,000 foot view, because you know what matters in those future 90 days? What happens in this 90 days? Well, because you know what, again, what happens is weather patterns and political patterns and your own team, somebody's having a baby, somebody got hurt in an accident, like all of those things change. So while we have a 30,000 foot view plan ready for it, the technical down in the weeds details come as we wrap up the 90 days before. So that's why it is imperative that you be constantly working ahead on your marketing strategy, constantly working on what does it look like with who and what spend you're going to use, right? So, I wanted to encourage you guys today to have a new year mindset, and starting fresh does not mean that we have to scrap everything we've ever done and start completely over and rebuild my pastor said this to me one time. He said, why should we pioneer something when we can partner? And it stuck with me. Like, we do not have to rebuild Rome today. If what you did last year was successful, reinvigorate it and do it this year with slight modifications. Don't rock a boat that's sailing straight, right? Don't get it, right? Don't get it. But when we talk, Courtney's talking tech stack on here, right? So I've got Service Titan, I've got Marketing Pro, I've got Chirp, I've got Avoca, I've got Broccoli, I've all these different things in there. It is definitely a challenge to stay where everything is working together, but you don't have to make this complicated. You can do it. Starting simple is better. You eat an elephant and a cookie the same way, which is one bite at a time. So getting organized with that. Strategy removes the weight of, oh my God, I haven't even thought about marketing. Haven't even thought about marketing. Do y'all know how many times I hear it? I hear it so much. Haven't even thought about marketing. And honestly, it happens. And the good news is, if you don't have time to think about marketing for 2 weeks, at least you have an overall strategy that you've put in place that when you are able to step away because you've had to be a CSR for 2 months and jump back in, you're here for it and you can do it. And clarity replaces chaos. Okay. Clarity replaces the chaos in your mind that you don't know what you're doing next. You don't know what's working. And you kind of want to pick up your computer and throw it across the room, right? Because you're frustrated with what's going on and how it works and how it happens. And you feel like, I've had clients be like, I feel like people lie to me about what's really working, what's not working. I don't know who to trust. I don't like my brand. I don't have time to focus. Literally, Lemon Seed was built for that. So I would love for you to be able to book an appointment with Lemon Seed. And let me show you right now, 2025 pricing is good through the end of January. So if you're considering Lemon Seed, now is the time. If you're looking like, I want to get a fresh new brand and a new look, Lemon Seed can help. I want a strategy, Crystal. I want to know, what vendors should I be using? Are my people now actually working? What should I be doing? We are here to support you in that role, because strategy gives you control. If you're looking for control as the owner and as the person responsible for it, strategy gives you control even when business is slow and when business is really heavy, right? You get the privilege of having it. That strategy is a saving grace there, right? It's a saving place. So listen, what I'd love for you to do, comment strategy if you would like for our team to reach out to you and schedule a time for you to talk to us. Lemon Seed's goal is always to help you build a strategy. We are fractional CMOs that know how to build a brand and know how to build a strategy. And we are good at helping you. We can help you with social media. We can help you do all kinds of things. But one of the biggest things that I tell you that you need, and you don't realize that you need it, is you need our strategy doc. You need a 3-bucket framework approach to how you organize your marketing. You need to settle down and make some high-level decisions, but let things go. Lapita is the person on the sales team that you meet with. She can give you examples. She can show you how it works. Even if you don't think you're ready right now, it is time for you to start exploring options that would help you get there. Right? I would love to help you get there. And so also, Lemon Seed Conference coming up at the end of the month. I am a hair away from being sold out. Technically, Emily's probably going to kill me. She's going to say we are sold out. I probably could squeeze a few more people in there. It's only $5.99 to attend our conference. And so it is a great opportunity to come and be with other marketers. The entire Lemon Seed team is here to love on you. But we are here, room full of contractors, a few vendors, but we are here to talk contractor to contractor about what's working and what's not working for your marketing. But again, our goal here, guys, is to help you have clarity and strategy for 2026. You no longer have to carry the plate of marketing as the owner. You no longer have to worry what's working. You no longer have to worry spend time on things that sometimes aren't moving the needle because you don't know what to do. Most of you are not expert marketers. I have a team of 25 expert marketers that are ready to help. But what my goal is to save contractors time and energy, and honestly, money on wasted marketing that they don't make the best of in their co-op dollars. So again, comment clarity, comment strategy. My team is looking to talk to you about how we can help you develop a strategy and develop a plan for 2026. And listen, we also love to build brands. Courtney, that's on the call, we've helped her build some brands. We have other clients we're helping build brands for, because once I can get you this juicy, good brand, then we can sink our teeth into it and we can really start building a marketing strategy for you. So Guys, we have loved visiting today. If you have a question, I'm going to be on here for another 2 minutes, just answering some questions. No marketing questions are off limits for me. I'm watching my screen over here to see. Again, this was our first time going live on TikTok. And so welcome to all of my people on TikTok. Comment on there. Let me know where you're from. Like, love, share, hit all the buttons for us. Hit all the buttons for us. My YouTube friends be watching. We're going to be dropping some YouTube specific content coming soon. LinkedIn, welcome to the party, my business friends. And then Facebook, you are my people sometimes, like we live our life, because probably you should be doing something else, but you're scrolling through Facebook and you saw us going live, and I am here for it. Guys, go sign up for Lemon Seeds newsletter. If that's the last thing that you do, it at least will get you access to all of our really cool newsletters that we put out every single month. We are doing social media lives, webinars. I have a webinar tomorrow. About using the right data. It's with Powerhouse Consulting, Pam Duffy, and it is talking about how to use the correct data to build out automations and all these things, because they are my go-to people for helping my, especially ServiceTitan and Field Edge clients, build out good strategies. So guys, thank you so much for joining Lemon Seed live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. We hope you loved this live. Again, on the screen right now, it is posted a link to go to our conference, but also that same link is very similar to how you can sign up to talk to Lupita on the sales side. But right now on the screen is our link tree. It is links to everything that you might want to join from Lemon Seed. I love giving out free content, right? I'm going to give you free content. When you utilize Lemon Seed is when you want help getting things done. You want help moving the needle. So we are here to help. We're here to support. If we got away from you or you're watching this on replay, email us at hello@lemonseedmarketing.com and say, help a sister out, help a brother out. You can put strategy, you can put clarity, but we are here to help. Thank you so much. Y'all have a fantastic rest of your week. We'll catch you next time.